My fear was that when the book was put into a movie, especially a movie with special effects, was that the story of two friends creating a kingdom out of their imagination would get lost in translation.
Wow.
I don't think it did. I think the director and the cinematographer and the actors were able to show us in a remarkable way that Terabithia is a product of the children's imagination.
The land of Terabithia is something that is very much vividly remembered by kids who read the book.
You speak to any of them about the book, they go, oh, the adventures they had in Terabithia.
They literally remembered an entire story that they made up in their head.
It's not actually portrayed in any great detail in the book, so we had the opportunity to invent it.
I, hired amazingly great conceptual artists who worked with me through the years, Dima Malincheyev. Then I told him that I don't want the cutesy kind of creatures. It's not like Sesame Street. Action!
Working with Gabor was really about breaking the cliches and finding a fresh way to tell an emotional and sensitive story that also had this terrific opportunity for adventure and animation.
This would be the whole side of this, is what I was thinking. You'd get the whole treehouse out here.
I mean, we live in ages of all kind of video games and video technology and design, and you have to really push the envelope.
We're incredibly fortunate to have Peter Jackson's Academy Award team, Weta, doing all of the visual effects work on the film.
When I first heard that Weta was gonna do Bridge of Terabithia, I was so excited. I never thought that I'd ever be doing a movie where I'd have the same effects that Lord of the Rings and Narnia and all these gigantic, amazing movies had. And it's just so awesome that now I get to work with the same people who worked on those movies.
Now we're even.
The production designer's just done such a great job of creating a huge variety of different creatures into the movie.
These wild and crazy creatures give an audience an opportunity to explore and discover along with the children.
Just close your eyes, but keep your mind wide open.
Obviously, when the kids start to dream up their own fantasy world, they take a lot of inspiration from their real life.
There's the Squilgers, based off Scott Hoger.
Well, these are the concepts that I received, and this one in particular was really helpful to base my concept on.
So we take that as our initial reference, then that'll become our blueprint for modeling the 3D version of the creature itself.
So they kind of scan the kid's face and it makes it onto the Squilgers. There's also the Gary Vultures, based off Gary Fulcher.
You're dead.
He has very distinctive features and also hairdo and hair color. We tried to keep his hairstyle the same, eye color is the same, and then he's got that necklace with a bullet on it, so we used that as well.
Nice try, Beanpole. Nice feed.
And there's also the giant troll, which is Janice Avery.
I think the giant is a beautiful creation. It turns out to be something else than everybody thought. It is a beautiful emotional turn into that character, which I think made it to one of my favorite creations.
There's a very fine line of just how much do we have to bring the appearance of the kids and their behavior into the design of the creatures without making it look silly and kind of over-caricatured, and just finding elements of the kids that we can fold into the design.
It's very satisfying to kind of bring a character to life, especially when they're very imaginative characters like these. You can really get into what the character's thinking and doing.
This had to look real, but it's a fantastic kind of realism, so it gives us an opportunity to kind of stretch our wings a little bit and get into colors and nuances and effects and things that are a little more playful, I think.
Finally, we set to put these guys into shots and iron out any last remaining wrinkles with their design and performance and the nature of their character, so that our creatures will feel like they belong in that space.
The opportunity to explore that wonderful world across the brook underneath the trees and meet and discover these wild and crazy creatures in this faraway place create very beautiful cinema and make a very memorable and beautiful movie for audiences the world over.